On today's very spooky Halloween episode, we will take a look back at the power outage that knocked out electricity during lunches, a visit from 2 therapy dogs, and we listen to songs from the Paul's vocal concert. This and much more on PGTV.
Good afternoon, Royals. I'm Brianna Brown.
And I'm Skylar Gibbs.
And today is Thursday, October 31st. Now for your headlines.
On Wednesday, November 6th, the community breakfast will take place at Prince George High School from 8:30 to 11 a.m. The breakfast brings all of the leaders of the community together to have a meal and to be formally introduced to one another.
So, Skylar, have you ever been stressed here at school over a test?
Definitely. Honors chemistry.
I know I have. Well, on Friday, October 18th, 2 four-legged friends found their way to our library to provide therapy for some stressed out students. Reporter and producer Kelsey Johnston brings us this story.
I am Susan Bradford. By profession, I am the German teacher in Prince George County at the high school. And by volunteer work, I am co-founder of Clever Canines Therapy and Obedience Club, which is a local dog club that specializes in obedience training and also therapy dog work. We are here to do therapy dog visits with any of the interested high schoolers during their lunch blocks. They have the opportunity to come in and visit with the dog for a couple of seconds. It can be a good stress reliever. It can be definitely something that they typically do not get to do during the course of a school day. This is Kirby. He is a 7-year-old Labrador Retriever. He is sometimes all boy and sometimes all Labrador and sometimes he's all boy Labrador, and those are the really fun days because he can be quite the wild child, but he also very much loves people and getting out, and his bosses are 4 cats ranging in age from 18 years to 1.
Therapy dogs are trained to provide psychological therapy and are encouraged to interact with multiple people. Often mistaken as service dogs, they are very different. Service dogs are trained to help people with disabilities to perform tasks and are discouraged from interacting with anyone but their handler.
Brianna, where were you 2 weeks ago when the power went out?
Well, I was right next to you.
Sorry, I couldn't see you. Well, reporter Taylor Kraft went around to interview our Royals who were left in the dark.
Hi, my name is Taylor Kraft and I'm reporting live from PGTV News. Last Monday, October 21st, 2019, Prince George High School had an unexpected power outage during a lunch. It lasted for about an hour. We asked Assistant Vice Principal Branch Harris, David Johnson, for their thoughts. How do you feel about the lights being turned off?
Well, right now it's an inconvenience, but I can say the students and the teachers and the faculty and staff are very flexible. We do deal with things like outages and things, and we know what to do in handling that. It's an inconvenience, but the school is still rolling as usual.
Have you ever been in a school power outage before?
Oh, yes, several times, and in elementary school and dealing with storms, and have experienced outages before. So that's why we prepare the students for things like this, so we can keep the school right on routine.
What do you believe caused the power outage?
Well, it's hard to say. We're still waiting on people to investigate that. So that's a tough question to answer. Just don't know.
How do you feel about the lights being off?
In my opinion, it's not that bad. I mean, it's just the lights being out. Everybody's making a big deal about it. I don't see a problem with it, honestly.
Have you ever been in a school power outage before?
Yeah. Every year I've been here, the power's been out, so I've just been chilling with it. It's not that bad.
What do you think caused the power outage?
That's a good question. I mean, all of Courthouse Road's power is out, so probably like the wind probably knocked it out or something. I don't know.
Even when the power is out, we're still recording. Reporting live from PGTV News, I'm Taylor Kraft, powering down.
Sometimes it is an eye-opening experience when you don't have power to charge up your phone or the internet is out.
You know, Skylar, one thing that you can still do when the power is out is listen to the sounds of our choir. On Friday, October 18th, the Fall Vocal Festival took place. Take a listen as producers Abby Davis and Sydney Connor bring us the sounds of our choirs.
The annual Pause vocal performance took place at Prince George High School in the auditorium on October 18, 2019. The grade levels that are performing are from 5th to 12th grade. We asked some of the Pause vocal students that attended Prince George High School about their experience and how it all played out.
I got in when I was like 10, 12-ish, and what it is that from people like all over the county, they can all like 5th through 12th.
Gifted fine arts. So there's Pause art, there's Pause for theater, and there's Pause for vocal. So the Pause Festival, it was mainly Pause vocal, and we got together and we just sang with all the different Pause kids throughout the county.
It might be easier for high schoolers to learn songs in a day or two, but for middle and elementary students, it might be a little tougher.
We spent a day and we all got in like our different sections, so like altos and sopranos and tenors and basses.
We started preparing for the high school Pause kids. We started preparing 2 weeks in advance, and it's mainly up to us to make sure we're ready, like individually.
I felt kind of nervous because, you know, stage and stuff, but overall I felt pretty comfortable with all the music since we had a whole day to do it. So
I was a little nervous because we had some cool stage blocking and we had some cool lights and we walked through the audience, so I was a little nervous that I would trip, but other than that I was feeling pretty confident.
We sang, so our theme this year was water. And so when we sang them, we did Down the River to Pray, and we did like all stuff that was like moving on, but also with the flow of the water. So it was more about like if like when you leave for college and like seniors and stuff, it was how the water always comes and goes.
The choir definitely worked hard to bring us that concert with only 1 day of rehearsal.
Only 1 day? Well, Brianna, did you know that this is Red Ribbon Week?
No, what is Red Ribbon Week?
Our SAD group helped us celebrate, and reporters Aubrey Ashley and Logan Simpson, along with producers Tim Bennett and Brooke Dameron, bring us the details.
Last week, the SAD Club members put on a bake sale to raise money for drug awareness for teens. Here is the 2019-2020 SAD Club president, Sierra Hansen.
The bake sale is for Red Ribbon Week, and it goes to the Red Ribbon campaign. So Red Ribbon Week is a week where we try to bring awareness to drugs because 51.8% of teens start drugs before they're 18. And we just wanted people to know that it's not good for you, especially to start at a young age, because then you'll get hooked on it for a while.
For students to understand the meaning of what SAD really is and not just join just to say they joined an organization.
The co-sponsor, Ms. Coleman Carter, tells us the meaning of the SAD Club and what her role is.
To help Ms. O and be a part of an important organization that helps bring awareness to young people.
Sierra Hansen gives us the statistics on teen drug abuse.
Our goals are to just basically bring awareness to it because 51.8%, that's like a lot of kids in the school, over half. And I just think it's sad that so many kids get addicted to it when they're young, and then it could affect them lifelong.
Be sure to check out SAD and all of their activities going on this year.
Skylar, did you participate in the class meetings on Monday?
Yeah, our group sat in a circle and had a discussion about bullying and the ways to prevent it.
Yeah, our class too. The Start of Class Meetings is part of a new campaign and is also related to National Anti-Bullying Month. Reporter and producers Kaja Tatum and Natalie Feliciano brings us more.
October is National Anti-Bullying Month. We interviewed administrators, students, and teachers to see their views on the issue.
Bullying is when you have two people and there is an imbalance of power between the people. It's not a one-time incident, it's actually a repeated pattern of one person having power over someone else.
In my experience, like as a human being, but also as a school counselor, I would say that there are times in people's lives where they feel like they don't have power or control. And so sometimes we act out and we try to exert power and control.
But sometimes it may be a factor of they're being mistreated in some way, so they take their anger and their hurt and place it on someone else so somebody can feel the same way they do.
For cyberbullying in particular, with the advancement of social media, that it's a bigger issue. And that's one of the things that most people think, that cyberbullying impacts students of your age, your generation. It's not just students, but adults.
Cyberbullying, it occurs a lot more because people, they don't actually want to say it to your face.
Once it's on the internet, it's there. You know, most times if it's a face-to-face thing, it happens, you remember it, but you kind of let it go. However, when it comes to cyberbullying, once it's gone up there, it's being screenshotted, it's being shared. And like I said, I think teens deal with the most and they affect it the most, but I think it affects everybody.
It probably impacts teens the most. Y'all are very connected to technology. There's not really a time where it's not there, and so it's like face-to-face bullying is certainly really harmful and tough, but you know, when you can be bullied anytime, anywhere, you know.
Girls in particular, that they see these pictures of these airbrushed models and they think, oh, this is the perfect way that I'm supposed to be. It can definitely lead to self-image issues.
So I think sometimes it could be a form of bullying because you have females who are different shades, colors, sizes, heights, whatever. I can look at it one way or another. Like I said, I know they have to alter for the visual purpose because most times if people pick up a magazine, they're looking at the pictures, and if it intrigues them, they're gonna buy it. They only pinpoint certain things. And I'll be honest, most times it's gonna be your blonde hair, blue eyes, skinny, six-pack figures, and everybody don't have that body. That's what society wants. But if you're confident in the skin you're in, that doesn't faze you.
They can do whatever they want. It's their social media, it's their page, so, no, I don't think it is.
The reason why I'm a school counselor is to help make society a better place by working with kids and helping kids. So just helping students and encouraging them to be aware of these rules, and they're posted all over school too. So being supportive to students who are being bullied, but also being willing to talk to the ones who are doing the bullying, because either way there's an issue, right?
Like, they're acting that way because they want to act that way. They dress the way that they want. Maybe they can't afford nice things, you know? It's not their problem. They shouldn't worry about it.
One Monday a month that we sit around and talk as staff and students. What these meetings are going to explain what the rules are and what they mean to students. And it'll also allow students to have a safe place to talk about their bullying experiences and what can be done to help out. Even though I'm the administrator in charge of our anti-bullying or our bully prevention program, it's really a personal thing for me, because I was bullied significantly when I was in middle school.
If you or someone you know is being bullied, tell a responsible adult or call/text some of the following resources.
Let's try to make Prince George a kinder and safer school.
Now, to our team of Madison Corin, Dylan Benson-Vingo, and Lauren Bowie for a spooky trivia segment for Halloween.
I'm Madison Corin for PGTV News, and in honor of spooky season, we asked some Halloween trivia. What causes a human to turn to a werewolf?
I don't know.
I'm thinking Vampire Diaries, I don't know. Venom? Werewolf venom?
You get bit by a werewolf.
What's the name?
They get bitten by, they have to go through a full moon.
A moon.
Fleas. I don't know.
A werewolf to bite a human.
The correct answer is the moon.
Oh my gosh.
What is the most popular Halloween candy?
Skittles.
Candy corn?
Candy corn?
I'll have to say Snickers.
Candy corn.
Candy corn. That's the only thing.
Reese's. Where does the quote, "I ain't afraid of no ghosts," come from?
A movie. I don't watch movies.
What Halloween movie does "I ain't afraid of no ghosts" come from?
I feel like it's a Medea movie.
I feel like if you're wrong. Okay, dun, 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 dun.
Ghostbusters.
Is it Hocus Pocus? Oh my gosh, no.
Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Now to AJ for the 2-minute drill.
Hi, I'm AJ Covington, and here's your 2-minute drill. On Monday, October 28th, the boys volleyball team lost a tough one to J.R. Tucker on their senior night, 3-1, 25-22, 18-25, 26-28, 24-26. They start regional play next week. On Tuesday, October 29th, the girls volleyball team defeated Meadowbrook 3-0 to bring their record to 17-3 for the season. They also start regional playoff play next week. Now for a look at a special new event which is replacing Powder Puff this year. It is the Battle of the Classes, and Brianna Brown and Skylar Gibbs bring us more.
Prince George High School will be holding their first ever Battle of the Classes, hosted by Johnny Soto. Here he is with some information on the event and how you can participate.
Just to sum it up, it's going to be a basketball game charity event. It's in replace of Powder Puff this year, and all the proceeds will be going towards the Ask Foundation. Also goes by Childhood Cancer Foundation, and that's helping kids with cancer up in VCU. The layout of the game is going to be sophomores versus juniors, and then the winners of the sophomores versus juniors play the seniors. It's going to be on November 15th, so that'd be a 7th block. If the boys football team makes the playoffs, which is there is a high chance, then we will reschedule it to November 22nd. And if that's the case, it'd obviously be 6 block. But we'll go from November 4th until the day before. We're selling tickets for $2. And I would bring an extra $1 because our halftime show performance is going to be our administrators getting a pie in the face. If you want to play, you go to Miss Heath in the library, we put your name in a bucket, and then we pick randomly. If you are discouraged about playing, like signing up because you feel like there's going to be crazy good players out there, the varsity boys basketball players cannot play. We're actually the coaches. So I wouldn't be afraid to come out and ball out. In general, we need more people, but right now we're in dire need of some girls. I mean, if you can hoop or you know a friend that can hoop, come on, sign up. It's for a good cause. There's no practices. Just kind of show up and ball that day. And then we'll have a player meeting to inform players on any more information that we need them to know about. It's during class. You guys want to find reasons to skip anyways. Why not come?
Be sure to sign up. Tomorrow night might be the most anticipated home football game of the season as our rival Hopewell Blue Devils travel to our field to take on the Royals. As we get fired up for tomorrow's senior night, let's take a look back at the win against Petersburg, brought to you by Carter Marks.
Prince George welcomed the Crimson Wave of Petersburg on Friday, October 25th. The Crimson Wave punched in the first score of the game on a pass and touchdown by Messiah Scott, but failed on a 2-point conversion. In a pursuant kickoff, Prince George's Tavian Morse runs it back to the house as the Royals take the lead 7-6. The Wave come right back with a quarterback scramble that then put them up 12-7. For the rest of the half, it went back and forth until Prince George took over on offense with 1 minute and 30 seconds left until halftime. They drove right down the field as Dyer Johnson connected with Tavian Morse for a 20-yard touchdown pass. They went for 2 and converted it, making the score 15-12. Coming right out of the break, Dyer Johnson gives the ball to Curtis Allen as he runs in for the score.
Georgia's defense made many plays, but the pick six by Darius Quivers was one of the biggest.
The Royals drove right down the field as Curtis Allen caps off one of his 3 rushing touchdowns of the night. The Royals went on to win 42-24 and improved to 6 wins and 2 losses. Next Friday, the 8-0 Hopewell Blue Devils traveled to Prince George to take on the Royals at 7 p.m.
The 6-2 football team takes on the 8-0 Hopewell Blue Devils tomorrow at 7 p.m. Be sure to come out. Now back to Brianna and Skylar.
That's it for this episode. If you have comments, questions, or story suggestions, please email us at pgtvnews@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Royals Media Now. I'm Brianna Brown.
And I'm Skylar Gibbs. See you next time, Royals.
Secret